If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. The Golden State Warriors have finally made the move fans have been begging for, and the NBA world is buzzing about it. For years, critics and analysts have said the Warriors' biggest weakness was their lack of size. Despite all of their championships, despite the brilliance of Steph Curry, despite Draymond Green anchoring their defense, the one thing that always seemed to haunt this team was not having a true dominant big man. But now, shocking reports are coming out that Golden State might have finally addressed that problem, and not just with any average player. We're talking about a big man who could change the Warriors' future, especially alongside Curry and their newest addition, Jimmy Butler. Yes, you heard that right, Curry, Jimmy, and now a legit big man. This combination is sending shockwaves across the league. So let's break this all down because the story is absolutely wild. For years, Warriors fans have dreamed about pairing Steph Curry with a big who can not only protect the rim but also contribute offensively. They've had guys like Andrew Bogut, Zaza Pachulia, JaVale McGee, Kevin Looney, and more recently some small ball experiments, but none of them really felt like the permanent solution. Looney has been loyal, tough, and reliable, but even Warriors fans would admit he's not the kind of game-changing center who can tilt a playoff series on his own. And in today's NBA, with guys like Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Giannis dominating the paint, the Warriors have always been fighting uphill in that department. Now the news breaks that Golden State has surprised everyone by finally landing a big man who can make a difference. While the details are still developing, the sources around the league confirm that the Warriors front office has been working tirelessly behind the scenes to add size and balance to this roster. And guess what? They pulled it off in a way that perfectly complements their newest big-time signing, Jimmy Butler. Let's be real, the Jimmy Butler news alone had the entire league in shock. Nobody expected Jimmy, the heart and soul of Miami Heat basketball for the past several seasons, to make the move to Golden State. But when it happened, it instantly changed the conversation around the Warriors. Suddenly, the Warriors weren't just Steph Curry's team anymore, they had another closer, another tough-minded star who thrives in the biggest moments. Butler has built his reputation on grit, leadership, and an ability to rise when the lights are brightest. Adding him to a team with Curry gave the Warriors a fresh identity, a mix of skill and toughness that they haven't had in years. But of course, the question was always, is that enough? Could Curry and Butler together push Golden State back to championship contention without addressing their size problem? That's why this new addition of a legitimate big man is such a bombshell. It's the missing piece that fans have been screaming about. And think about this for a second, Steph Curry running pick and rolls with a mobile, athletic big who can set hard screens, finish at the rim, and keep defenses honest. Jimmy Butler slashing to the basket with another inside threat keeping opponents from collapsing on him. Draymond Green no longer being forced to battle against 7-footers night after night as the only interior defender. It all makes too much sense. This is the balance the Warriors have been craving. And if you look at the way the NBA is built right now, this move couldn't have come at a better time. The Denver Nuggets have Jokic. The Philadelphia 76ers have Embiid. The Lakers, when healthy, have Anthony Davis. Even the Bucks with Giannis and Brook Lopez have size and length that Golden State simply couldn't match in the past. But now, the Warriors finally have someone who can go toe-to-toe in the paint, and that changes absolutely everything for them. Steph Curry, at 37 years old, knows that time is running out. He's still playing at an unbelievable level, still breaking records, still hitting shots that nobody else in the league can make, but he knows he doesn't have unlimited seasons left to chase championships. Adding Jimmy Butler was step 1. Bringing in a big man was step 2. Together, these moves send one clear message: Golden State is not ready to rebuild. They're not ready to fade into the background. They're going all in to give Curry the support he needs to chase another ring. And it's not just about the X's and O's. This new big man brings a mindset that the Warriors badly needed. Too often last season, Golden State looked soft in the paint. They gave up too many second chance points, got bullied on the glass, and relied way too much on Curry's heroics to survive games. That can happen if you want to win a championship. The Warriors knew it. The players knew it. Even Draymond Green openly said in interviews that the team needed size. Well, now they've got it, and Draymond has to be thrilled about it. Let's not forget how much this changes life for Jimmy Butler as well. In Miami, Jimmy often had to carry the load as the team's leader, the scorer, and even sometimes their small ball enforcer when Bam Adebayo couldn't do it all by himself. In Golden State, Butler doesn't have to be everything. He has Curry handling the offense, Draymond running the defense, and now a big man anchoring the paint. That frees up Jimmy to do what he does best: lock in during crunch time, set the tone with his toughness, and deliver when it matters most. Imagine this scenario. It's a playoff game, the Warriors are tied in the fourth quarter, and Curry is getting double-teamed at the three-point line. In past years, the Warriors would have had to rely on role players or Draymond to make a play. But now, Curry can lob it inside to a big man who can actually score. Or he can swing it to Butler, who thrives in isolation when the game slows down. That's the kind of versatility that makes championship teams. And don't think the rest of the league isn't paying attention. The Western Conference just got a whole lot scarier. Teams like the Nuggets, Mavericks, and Lakers are already dreading the idea of facing Curry, Butler, and now a dominant big. This isn't just the Warriors trying to be competitive again, this is them trying to send a message that they're back, and they're not going anywhere quietly. Of course, this move also raises some questions. What does this mean for Kevin Looney? Will he stay as a backup? How does this affect Jonathan Kuminga, who many thought would be the breakout star in the frontcourt? And most importantly, is this big man truly enough to bring Golden State back to the mountaintop? These are all fair questions, and only time will tell. But what's clear right now is that the Warriors front office finally recognized the problem and went out to fix it. That alone should give fans a reason to believe. The best part about this move is that it reignites the Warriors' identity. For years, people thought the dynasty was over. Klay Thompson leaving was heartbreaking. Draymond's suspension drama earlier in the season caused chaos. Curry often looked like a lone soldier out there. But now, the team has a new spark. Jimmy Butler brings the fire. The new big man brings the balance. And Curry? He brings the magic, as always. When you think about the storylines heading into next season, the Warriors suddenly become one of the most fascinating teams in the league again. Not just because of Curry's greatness, but because of the unknown. How will Jimmy Butler fit into Steve Kerr's system? How will this big man adapt to Golden State's fast-paced, motion-heavy style? Will Draymond embrace the changes, or will there be friction? These are the kind of questions that make the NBA exciting, and the Warriors just jumped right back into the spotlight. One thing's for sure, this season is going to be emotional for Warriors fans. It's a mix of nostalgia, knowing Curry is nearing the end of his prime, and hope, because this new roster might just be good enough to shock the world again. And isn't that what Golden State does best? Every time people count them out, every time they say the dynasty is dead, the Warriors find a way to bounce back. Maybe this is their last run, or maybe it's the start of a whole new chapter. Either way, fans are in for a ride. So here's the bottom line, Golden State finally got their big man, and they did it at the perfect time. Curry now has another star in Jimmy Butler and a frontcourt anchor to battle against the league's giants. The Warriors are once again a team nobody wants to face, and the NBA just got a whole lot more interesting. Don't sleep on them because the Warriors might just shock everyone again.